Hello!
Hello everybody, it's ZoX0, the worst video game reviewer. It took me 22 hours to beat Hollow Knight SilkSong with a controller, and I will recommend it. The game is harder than Hollow Knight, but it's nothing new. Learn enemy patterns, be patient, keep calm, and there's usually enough room to heal and get back into the action. Double damage attacks are introduced much earlier, so the game can be quite punishing. There was a recent patch that toned down stage hazards that dealt double damage as well, which I felt was a wonderful change. The early game was a lot more straightforward, with the trade-off that roadblocks, aka bosses, are much harder to deal with. This will really come down to skill, as players are limited in options. While this might frustrate some players, I never felt any boss attacks to be unexpected. It was a fair and rewarding experience, though I did have to die a few times to see all attacks. Later on, there are a few bosses where you had to run back to try again. It was annoying, but it never felt longer than 1 minute. An early part of the game requires you to do many dive kicks in a row on a small object. This was not a pleasant section, as it's easy to miss or miss input. It was brief in my memory, and later unlocks does make it easier. Money can be an issue to some players if you happen to die trying to get back to a death spot. This has never happened to me, but some players might need to play on the safer side. Unlocking resting areas and other unlocks would usually ask for currency. The wish system is a great addition, as I would have certainly got lost trying to progress otherwise. There's still a lot I didn't do, nor did I explore everything. Something I might do later, as I found getting around to be a chore. Besides that, there will be moments of pure white screens, and it's possible to get combo damage, such as a falling trap into a ground hazard. I also had one quest which had one-time hints that led to dead ends. I hope the review didn't come off negative, as SilkSong is a good game. It will require skill and patience, but in return has some rewarding boss fights, and exploring past areas is still done pretty well. There are tools and upgrades during your journey, but I never felt a great difference from the start till the end. My overall time was fun, and the price is very fair. It feels like Hollow Knight but without charms, and enemies are tougher and stronger. Everything is asking for money, and bosses feel farther away. Those looking for a rewarding and hard game that is also fair in mechanics and price, give Hollow Knight SilkSong a try. Goodbye and good night.